Where are we?
Well, we're here finally.
Oh my, we're finally here, right?
Here, yeah.
Feels like we've been here forever. Oh my God.
Yeah. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Madoka.
Hi.
Hi. So I guess we're the hosts of this new show, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's called My Favorite Accident.
Really?
Yeah.
And why is it your favorite accident?
Why is that, Greg? What happened?
What happened? What happened to me? What happened to me? Maybe you want to talk to my parents and ask them.
So we came up with this show's concept, My Favorite Accident, because things happen in our life, and then we get over it, and we move forward, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, we learn from our mistakes.
Exactly. Mistakes, accidents,
I've made
happen.
hundreds of thousands, and when you keep doing them and you keep doing them, and then you realize through trial and error that, wow, that gets better. That recipe gets better.
Yeah.
That song that you've been writing for forever gets better. That restaurant location that you thought maybe was the right location, but didn't work out, but you tried another location.
Yeah, the point in life is to make mistakes, encounter the accidents, but we learn from them.
Yeah.
We rise above them.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's what our show's going to be about, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we think so. We're still trying to get the kinks out here a little bit. But we'll be having fantastic guests on every week.
Our friends.
Yes, our friends who we feel have done some really, really great things. From restaurant owners to music producers to
artists
and activists and photographers. I think I know a thing or two about photography, right?
You do. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
And
but we want to listen to their stories.
Right. And I think the most important thing, is these people have a sensibility about themselves. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's what we're curious about. We're curious about their sensibility, about how they fell down and picked themselves back up, and what they did to overcome their obstacles.
Exactly. We learn from our mistakes, not necessarily from our success.
Right.
So yeah. That'd be an interesting story to hear, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, but I love hearing success stories.
And mistake stories.
Those are even better.
Yeah, those are better.
The fuck ups are always better than both are.
Yeah, we can learn from
both.
Both
are.
Yeah,
But you get into conversations with people and you ask them like, well, how did you do that?
I know.
Or like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to you, and you're still here today.
But what happened to you? What's your story?
What happened to me? Why am I still here?
What's your favorite accident?
What's my favorite accident? So you're interviewing me now, huh?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to hit you back in a second. Definitely get you back in a second.
Yeah.
My favorite accident. Probably my first favorite accident that I learned from. I went away to college for 2 years. Mm-hmm. I went to school in upstate New York at the college, and I think up there I was more interested in playing drums. I'm a drummer and have been in various bands and music projects. So I had a band up there and had a girlfriend up there. Never really smoked pot before, and once you get to college, everybody's smoking pot. So put those three elements in, and
you were studying a lot.
I think I'm studying other things.
Yeah, studying other things. Yeah, studying life.
Definitely other things.
Yeah.
First year I did okay in school. Then I went back to second year, and I think by the fourth. Second quarter or spring of that year, I just gave up, and I didn't want it. I came home. I think my grade point average was like a 1.6. My father got the report, and my father never really cared about grades, but he's spending X amount of dollars to send me to college every year. He said, Greg, he's like, I don't care. I'm not paying for school anymore. You're going to pump gas. You're going to go work with me. My dad's a very successful and amazing plumbing contractor.
I mean, he started his own business. He didn't come from money necessarily.
My father has the most amazing success story.
Yeah.
Amazing success story. And if you're watching, Dad, you are going to sit on this couch one of these days. Definitely.
Yeah, we're looking
Definitely,
forward to
because
that.
we really want to hear your story. And so I came back, and then I was like, okay, what am I going to do with myself? And I didn't want to work for my father. Didn't think it was for me. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go be a model and go be a photographer in New York, because I was dabbling a little in photography. And I probably was hanging out downtown, Tower Records, 4th and Broadway, probably since the mid 80s, 84, 80, 85, and so I got a job in a restaurant. I was living on Long Island at the time. Working late, going out for drinks after, which you do in the restaurant business, and coming home very late. And my father didn't agree with my lifestyle. He's like, you come and you go as you please. What are you, what are you doing with your life? I mean, this was after maybe the end of the summer, maybe by September or so. So he says, Greg, he's like, get out of my house. I'm changing the locks on the doors, and I want you out of here. And of course I was like, oh, he's talking shit. I'm not going to believe him. So my dad was this like meticulous note taker. And every morning we come down to the kitchen and we'd be scared of my dad's notes, because my dad would just have, it could be anything. It could be, most of the time it was just, grocery shopping, or, clean the pool, or, go, can you pick this up for me? Things to do or whatever. And so the note was like, Greg, today is the day. Pack up your stuff and leave.
Things to do today.
Things to do today. Leave the effing house. So I packed my stuff up, and thank God for a really good friend of mine. I'll give her a shout out. My friend Maris, and more importantly, her mother Margaret, said, listen, well, Maris is going back to college. It was, I guess this was around Christmas break, November, December. And she said, you could stay here with us and until you get your feet on the ground. And thank God for that, because, I mean, I never saved money, or, I was 19 years old, and I stayed there and met some friends at the restaurant I was working at, and got an apartment in Queens, my first apartment. And my life has just never been the same since.
So your father opened your eyes in a way.
No, my father gave me tough love.
Tough love.
And I love my father for that. I love the fact that he said, go out, if you want to do your thing, you have to do it. You want to earn, you want to have the kind of life that you want to have, you're going to have to create it for yourself. So, and which I did, and went to photo school and went to art school, and worked for many photographers and many people. And I mean, I wouldn't have met you if my path didn't go that way and my direction didn't go that way.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow, I'm talking for way too long, right? So that was the first of many accidents. But that accident really taught me, what life was about, and to live on my own. And I tell my nieces, I tell my nephews, I tell my younger interns and assistants I've had, go out there, and you've got to really experience life on your own and do it. I mean, you did that, So
I did, I did that in a way.
Your story is incredible.
Yeah.
So, but you have a better accident to tell, right?
I think so. It's a different kind of accident.
Yeah. Okay.
You know my accident, I think. You know of my accident.
Well, I know I mean, I've known you for
for like
14, 15 years.
A long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can show you my accident.
You're going to show me your accident. Are we going to keep this safe for the cameras, or
Yeah. I'll come right back. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't you come right back?
So Greg,
So Madoka. What? This is like fall out of the sky. What is this?
that is
Who is this cutie? This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that cutie is
That
my.
cute. I think this. I'm adopting this cutie.
No,
Cutie.
well, you can because she's my accident.
I know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I think at least if for some reason I pass or I'm not here, I think I'm giving my apartment to Oreo.
Yeah, because
Oreo will be in the will.
Yeah, she's actually in Greg's will already. So.
or at least maybe the terrace. Maybe I'll give it the terrace. That's it. So
yeah.
So baby. So what? So Oreo. So how is Oreo your most favorite accident? I mean, she's my most favorite niece.
Yeah,
definitely by far.
Yeah. So I never grew up with pets. I was not necessarily never dog person, cat person, not a pet person. And
did you want one? And did you ask your parents for a dog?
when I see other people's pets, I of course, like they're cute. They're cute.
I think of that scene in Buffalo 66.
Yeah.
With the little dog, and he wanted a little dog the whole time, and the father didn't want the dog.
Okay, I don't remember the scene actually. I haven't seen the movie in so many.
It's so good.
Yeah, but okay, yeah. So other people's pets are cute, right? But I never even wanted to have one for myself. But a friend of mine got Oreo, and he was back then she was a puppy. She's very excited. Yeah. And
what you scratching so much about, babe?
He couldn't handle. He couldn't take care of her that time. He was so busy. So he asked me to take care of her for a bit, and I agreed to it. And this dog came to my house, right?
Okay, really? just showed up showed up in an Uber.
Yeah, and I kind of I was like, oh, this is a cute dog. Of course I'll take care of her. And that few days became a week, and the week became, a few weeks. And I'm like, I'm not.
Well, what was your friend doing the whole time? I mean,
he was busy with work,
We're all busy with work. But I mean, if you're taking the responsibility of an animal on.
Yeah, but puppy's a handful, right?
Right.
So she came into my life, and I was, taking care of her, feeding her, walking her. She slept on my bed.
Okay.
And after a few weeks, I'm like, she's staying here.
So you made that decision.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mutual decision. It's a long story, but to make it short, it was like, she became
your accident,
and my baby.
Wow.
And my life hasn't been, the same since.
And so what have you learned from that, or learned from her? That's a better way to put it.
Learned that life is not always about myself.
Right.
Because a dog, a puppy, wants to do something, they need to do something. Right. And then she pee and puke on my bed many times. And I couldn't do anything about it.
I was just going to say, I was just in the bathroom and she peed on the floor.
Oh, she did? Oh,
yeah,
today?
She did. Today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But we love her.
I'm sorry. Yeah. And I became more patient as a person.
Right.
And
So you learned a lot of life lessons.
I learned a lot of life lessons because of Oreo. Thanks to Oreo. And at the same time, I think more about what I eat, I mean, I'm not 100% vegetarian, but I eat way less meat now because I think about where, the animals come from, when we eat.
Well, it's not even, it's what the overpopulation of, animals on this earth and what it's doing to the biosphere and the amount of methane and CO2 that it's creating.
That too. I mean, I learned about that after I had Oreo.
Right.
But I simply just don't want to,
I think we've all gotten that way, I would say, in the last 5 or 10 years. I mean, I remember when I first came to the city 30 years ago and I met somebody who was a vegetarian or a vegan, and I was like, you don't eat bacon?
They were like they were like a hippie, right? They were like kind of like a different kind of species. They were like a hippie, totally different.
It was, it was living in the East Village of New York City in the early and mid 90s, and there was so many vegan restaurants around and vegetarian restaurants.
Vegetarian, yes, not vegan, not necessarily vegan.
More vegetarian. I think of Kate's Place or something.
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
Oh, that was
yeah.
great,
Oh
right?
yeah!
It's so good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and me. I mean, I grew up in such the typical American family that barbecues and steaks and burgers and hot dogs. And why I still love that. I mean, it's not my staple diet as of now. We have to get like a pro in here. We have to get we will have people on.
But it doesn't have to. Well, it's a totally different separate
a
topic.
subject,
But yeah,
of course.
but Oreo made me realize about many things that I didn't even think about before. And I'm a mommy now. I'm a dog mommy now. So I'm more I try to be more responsible because
Right.
I have somebody somebody else.
You have
life.
someone to look after. You have someone to look after.
Yeah. She wakes me up in the morning, like literally.
Can't be coming home.
Literally.
Can't be coming home at 4 o'clock in the morning anymore.
No. Yeah, because she wakes me up at 6 a.m. anyway.
Right.
To go out. So my life's changed
Right.
really. Yeah.
I mean, I would just say to anyone who could adopt an animal, be it a cat or a dog, they do need homes, and it's something definitely you should consider.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So so she's changed my life.
I'm sure
my
she has.
accident. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
And anyway, so what else? So what else do we have to say for our first episode over here? Anything we want to tell our listeners and
So
viewers?
I think we're basically just excited to have guests, weekly guests, and listen to their story.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah,
So
Me either,
we've got some very interesting stories that we're going to bring to the table, and we're going to talk about and get the conversation going, and hopefully that will spark a bigger conversation with our viewers and our listeners, and that's what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So with that, I guess, God, hopefully we'll see you next week, unless there's another accident, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Oreo, you want to say goodbye? Okay, goodbye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Into the cold